Hey guys, welcome back to Nailed It. Today we are outside soaking up some vitamin D. So, if you can, gather your supplies, pause this video, get outside, because I hear it's supposed to be absolutely gorgeous for the next few days. Alright, so before we get started, let's go ahead and pray before we get started. Our hands we fold, our heads we bow, so we can talk to God just now. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this beautiful day. Lord, I thank you for the sunshine. I thank you for the breeze. And God, I thank you for everything that you have blessed us with. Lord, I pray that we are able to look around in our homes and see things that we can be thankful for instead of looking out the windows, wishing we had something else. Lord, I thank you for this time together as a Super Friday family. And Lord, I just pray that you bless this time. In your name we pray. Amen. Alright, so as you can see, I have Hannah with me today. This is Hannah. This is one of our dogs that I've told you guys about several times. This is the princess. Alright, so our devotional today, if you grab your Bible, we're going to be looking in the New Testament, 2 Timothy. We are looking in chapter 1, verse 7. Alright, are you there? 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, and it reads, "For God has not given us the spirit of fearfulness, but one of power, love, and sound judgment." So another way that I've heard that before is of sound mind. So the biggest thing in there is God does not give us the spirit of fear. You know, how many times have we talked about where the Bible does not tell us to be fearful? You know, even in Joshua, and several times it's referenced back to, you know, Lord is with you. You know, do not be afraid, for the Lord is with you. So I love this reminder in 2 Timothy. I'll read it again. 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. "For God has not given us a spirit of fearfulness, but one of power, love, and sound judgment." I love that. All right, so today, our activity today, we are going to be making string art. So if you have not already picked up your kit, I still have some at my house, and you are welcome to still come and get them because they're still here. Alright, so the supplies you are getting in your kit, you're getting thread that's different than the thread that I have that I'm using today. You will get some nails and you will get a board. The supplies at home that you're going to need to gather is a hammer and a pair of pliers. If you have needle nose pliers, that'll work better. The reason for the pliers is when you'll find out when we get to hammering. I just want to save your fingers, okay? Alright, so one thing that your parents will need to help you with, unless your parents do allow you to go on the computer without them, but I highly recommend your parents go online with you. Go to a search engine, and you're just going to be looking for a simple picture. I chose to print off a cross. I don't know if you can see that. So I picked a cross. Some other great options that I would like to have for you guys, or was thinking for you guys, would be either the state of Texas or a heart, something simple like that. So the cross is what I'm working with today. So what you're going to want to do after you have printed out your picture, you're going to take your board, decide which way you want up and which way you want down. So I've already decided that, and I've decided where I want. Whoops. Mr. Rob in the background is working on a few things in the garage. So, alright, so we're going to get it about as center as you can get it. Now, side note, do not cut your picture out yet, okay? You'll see why once we get going. So you're going to take your picture, put it on your board. This is where the pliers come in handy. Alright, so the first one here, we're going to, neighbors, coming and going. Alright, so the first one here, taking my pliers, just going to put it on the corner. So what we're doing here, if you can hold the nail with your fingers without smashing, go ahead and do that. But I want the pliers just to be sure. Now, you want to be careful as well because these nails are longer than the board. So you don't want to go, you're not going to go all the way in. Not only that, but then it would make it really challenging for when we do the string art part. Come on, straighten out. Probably should have done this on the driveway on a hard surface, not a squishy grass surface. All right, so now what you're gonna do, continue going around the edges of your design. Now, if you have a heart, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to decide how many nails to put in. Same with Texas, but that's kind of why I chose the cross, because there are pinpoint or corners already placed for me. All right, that did not go through. Good. All right, so I'm going to do a speed up video, and you can watch me finish nailing these all in. So just continue watching, or if you want to pause it and do your nailing and come on back, you can do that. All right, we'll see you back here in just a bit. All right, so now we are done hammering in the nails of our design. Are you starting to kind of see why it was important for us to not cut out our design? All right, so let's see if you can get a better look here. See all the nails there? And I don't know if you could see in the hyper video, but I kept checking the back. Ooh, and I can feel one here that I nailed down a little too far. I kept checking the back because you don't want your nails to go in too far into the board. Otherwise, yep, poking out the back. Let me make sure. Oh, there's one more that I missed. I thought I checked all of these. Apparently I didn't. Get all of them. Just a tiny bit. Ah! Not that much, Miss Shannon. All right, so got to put that one back in there. Whoopsies. All right. Oh, look at that. I can just put it in with my finger. Just give a little tappy tap taparoo. Yep, all right, that's good. So now, once you have all of the nails, you want to make sure that they're somewhat the same height. I don't know if you can even kind of tell. I kept looking at it. Some of them are a little bit longer than the others, but that's okay. We're not going for perfection here, right? Okay, so now what you can do, rip off your design. Okay, so we are done with that part. Now we are on to our thread. And like I said, my thread is a little bit different than the thread that are in your kits. But if you would prefer this kind, if you have it at home, it's just sewing thread on a spool. I did see some people how they have put it into a mechanical pencil, but I could not figure that out. So if you guys are wise enough to figure that out, it might make it a little bit easier. But I found this is pretty easy anyhow, an easy project anyhow. Okay, so to get started, we're going to start on the bottom. So whatever you chose for your outline, whether it's a cross or a heart or the state of Texas, you're going to start on the bottom one. Now we're going to do a slip knot. We've talked about slip knots before. Miss Shannon can get her slip knot to go. Come on, get tight. There we go. And we can trim off that tail in just a bit. There we go. All right, so I'm starting at the bottom. Pull it in tight. Okay, that's not full. Come on now. Apparently I didn't tie it tight enough. You know what, I'm just gonna tie a simple, just tie it on. For time's sake. All right, so go ahead and tie it on. Might help if I take my sunglasses off as well. And the wind wasn't blowing so much. Okay, so I've tied it onto the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this bottom here, that bottom nail, I tied it on. All right, so now you're just gonna start wrapping it around the nails. Now it doesn't have to be a specific pattern or anything, but I would recommend going around the outline of your design a couple of times. It doesn't necessarily have to be exactly, 2 times in a row or what have you. But I would recommend going around the outline of your design, just so that way with the finished product, you can see the outline. This is gonna be so cool. Man, I hope you guys are able to get outside. I know yesterday was kind of gloomy. Looked like it was gonna rain, but it didn't. I thought for sure it would. Alright, so I've done my outline. Now I'm gonna start going around to whichever ones I prefer. Mr. Rob. Alright, so I am going to continue. Oh, one thing I did want to mention. So, I don't know if you can see yet, but stay within your outline. Like, I don't want to connect this one to this one because that's not a part of my outline. That is also why I had to do the outline first. Here's my outline of my cross, because here's my cross. So you're staying within the outline of whatever design you decide, okay? So you can, I'm going to do another hyperlapse video because I just figured out how to do that. I'm going to do a hyperlapse video while I'm stringing this up. Go ahead and watch that if you want to, and then pause the video and go ahead and do your string art part, and we'll meet back here in just a bit. Alright, so as you can see, I have spun it and spun it and spun it and spun it until I got this art piece. So now what I'm going to do is you're going to go around your last post, whichever post you want to use as your last one. I'm just going to use the one that I started with. So you're going to want to wrap your string around it a few times just to secure it. Whoopsies, and now I'm undoing my work. Don't do that. So as I was doing this, I had an idea. If you aren't able to pick up a kit, if you don't have this thread at home, you know what you could use? Dental floss. You're welcome, Mom and Dad, for having a reason to use up all that extra dental floss you get twice a year at the dentist office. So it isn't just sitting in your drawer. Uh-oh, here comes Mr. Bill. So prepare yourself for some dog barking. Before the dogs start barking, you're going to leave yourself some thread. So you're going to cut, and then I'm going to tie around the bottom post here. So while I'm doing that, the dog's going to bark as the neighbor dogs are walking by. Even though she doesn't need to, she still does. Hannah. Every time. Yeah, well, you think they'd know each other by now, and no. Yes. Well, it's a beautiful day out today. Hannah. Uh-oh. Sounds like Mr. Rob's gonna cut something. Alright, so I went around my post once already, underneath all of my string art. It's never a dull moment at the Curtis house here, especially with Mr. Rob home. Now I am struggling to get this piece of string to go around for some reason, so I'm using my scissors not to cut it but to guide it through. Okay, so there's once wrapped around and tied. So you know how you tie your shoe, or you just a simple knot, kind of like what we did. Was it our bracelets? I think it was our bracelets. So I'm just kind of securing it to this last peg. And if you need help with this part, go ahead and ask Mom or Dad, or if you have an older sibling, maybe they'd be happy to help you. Maybe they'd like to do one with you. That way y'all can do it together as a family. You know, something to do outside and get some fresh air. Alright, so now that I have that fully secured, and of course I grabbed the horrible scissors, so that's okay. These are my really old scissors. These came down from Wisconsin with me. They're old. had them long before that. Okay, so there is my string art. How did yours turn out? Did it look good? You like it? The thing I think I like the most about this is that there is no wrong or right way to do this. It's, you do how you want to do it. You just wrap it around and create art. So you kind of see how I just wrapped it on each peg, and I did not go outside of the outline. I stayed within the outline. My neighbor's home now, so the dog's gonna bark again. All right, so I'm gonna clean up out here. I'll meet you inside for project number 2. All right, see you inside. All right, guys, wardrobe change. I had to help Mr. Rob cut something, so I got sawdust all over. Thought I'd change real quick. Anyhow, that doesn't matter. All right, is Mom in the room? All right, Mom, if you are in the room, I need you to plug your ears or step out for like 30 seconds, okay? All right, guys, is she gone? Okay, good. So, do you remember where you hid your cards? Okay, you got your cards? Yes, yes, okay. So remember last week we did our little bath bombs or what have you? So if you have not already taken them out, you could probably go ahead and take them out now. They've probably dried enough. And so I figured out with the tennis ball one, I should have cut it on both sides to make it easier to come out. So when you're wrapping these up for Mom, what you can do, if you have brown lunch bags, you know, just the paper lunch bags, go ahead and get one of those and just color on it. And then if you have tissue paper, put tissue paper in there, or just fold it over in half on top, you know, and write to Mom from whoever's watching this beautiful video. And just, I love you, and then put your card with it. That'll be a great Mother's Day gift. All right, so, excuse me. Mother's Day morning, I have a quick little breakfast cookie for your mom. You can eat it too, but anytime really. But this is for Mom, okay? May 10th, Sunday, May 10th is Mother's Day. So breakfast for Mom, bath bombs for Mom, and then your cardboard rose card for Mom as well. And remember, these things you can make for yourself or other people as well, but just we want to make sure Mom and Grandma and aunts, you know, whomever, big sisters, we just want them to know that we love them and we appreciate them. Okay. All right. Mom, you can come back now. Okay, so you might need a little bit of help from Mom just because we're working with the oven. So Mom or big sibling or Dad, again, unless you have privileges to use the kitchen appliances, by all means. Okay, so before we get started, we're going to turn the oven on. So we're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So get the oven going, and then I want you to collect your supplies. So you are going to need a cookie sheet. All right, so one of the big cookie sheets. You're going to need either one of these fancy mats to go on your cookie sheet, or parchment paper if you don't have one of these mats, or you can also use cooking spray. Okay, so either a mat, parchment paper, or cooking spray, because we don't want Mom's cookies to stick to the pan and not be able to come off. All right, so I'll set that back there. My parchment paper I'll set off to the side because I do not use it. Now, oh, and you'll need a spatula to get the cookies off as well. Set that right there. Now, when it comes time to put them on the cookie sheet, you'll need either a cookie scoop or 2 spoons work just as well. But I really like the cookie scoop just because I don't always get it the same size if I use 2 spoons, and also it just makes it easier to snitch. All right, and there are no eggs in this recipe, so you can snitch. All right, so scooper going on my cookie sheet. Oven preheating. Next thing you're gonna need is a mixing bowl, and then one of my favorite cooks, she likes to call it her GB, her garbage bowl. So you'll have a garbage bowl, and you'll also have your mixing bowl. All right, you need a masher, potato masher, or a fork, because we're going to be mashing up bananas. And then you'll also need a spatula. You will need a 1 cup measuring utensil and a 1/3 cup measuring utensil. Okay, 1 cup, 1/3 cup, 1 cup, 1/3 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, 1/3 cup. All right, that's all you'll need as far as applying, or excuse me, equipment. There, that's the word I was looking for. Now, ingredients. All right, so the basic recipe is what I'm going to show you today, but oh my goodness, there are so many different things that you could add to this. So the three basic ingredients, we're going to need 2 bananas. Now they need to be ripe, like banana bread ripe, okay? Don't take the ones that Mom just got from the store this afternoon. You want some that have been sitting on the counter for a while. If you want to, you can ask Mom, say, hey Mom, I just need 2 bananas to set off to the side. Because if you're anything like us, we usually go through everything and then we replace it right away. So, and we usually don't let it get to this stage, but I really wanted to show you guys this recipe. So anyhow, 2 really ripe bananas. Make sure you ask Mom to set 2 bananas off to the side for you to let them get ripe. You're going to need quick oats, okay? There are old-fashioned oats and there are quick oats. Now, you can use old-fashioned oats, but it's a little bit chewier. The quick oats are a little bit, give it a better texture. The last thing, but maybe the most important, chocolate chips. I like dark chocolate. So, any kind of chocolate chip that you have in the house will work great. But I have dark chocolate because that's what I like. Now, a couple things you can add in if you want to. Cinnamon, cranberries, walnuts, pecans, peanut butter, pretty much anything that your imagination can run wild. But I want you to make this basic recipe first, kind of get a taste for it, and then start letting your creativity go. And you can even write down this recipe, okay? But then leave enough space that you can write down different ideas that you have. Like I said, like cinnamon, cinnamon with white chocolate chips, pecans, and cranberries. That'd be really good. Okay, anyhow, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna take 2 bananas, 2 of our really ripe bananas, and we're just gonna put them in our mixing bowl. You know what I forgot? Our music. Drat. That's okay. I can still cook without music. All right, so banana 1, banana 2. Wasn't there a show? Bananas. Yes, bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. I don't think that show is popular anymore. When my siblings were younger, that show was really popular. All right, now you're gonna mash up your bananas. Now you don't wanna mash them to the point where they're like pureed. You know, you kind of want them like baby food almost, but you wanna mash them so they have some chunks left because you wanna get some banana flavor. I'm gonna take it off of here so it doesn't make so much noise. Actually, I'm gonna put my towel under there. There won't make so much noise. All right, so you're gonna mash up your bananas. And again, you're not going for liquefied. You're just going for mash, and you want some lumps. All right. Now, time to use our measuring utensils. All right, my oatmeal. Haven't used this one yet before. I usually use steel oats just because that's what I like to use. Okay, why is this not? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna rip it up here. All right, so now our 1 cup measuring cup of oats we are going to add to our 2 mashed bananas. Okay, 2 mashed bananas, 1 cup, 1 level cup of quick oats. All right, we can set that off to the side, cover that back up. And we're just going to use our spatula. Just stir it all around. Now, I saw that if you do use if you do use old-fashioned oats, just let them sit for a little while longer before you throw it in the oven. That way, it'll give the oats a chance to soak up some of the moisture from the banana, and then won't be as chewy. All right, it's looking good. All right, so now if you're gonna add peanut butter or cinnamon, now is your time to do it. So add whatever extras you're gonna add. And let's move on. I forgot to grab the scissors. Hold on. All right, so now we are going to add 1/3 or a 1/2 cup. If your mom really likes chocolate, go ahead and add a 1/2 cup. But I'm just gonna add 1/3. 1/3, good. Okay, mix it around. All right, so if you're gonna add peanut butter or anything like that, now is the time. Okay, everything's mixed. Good to go. Gotta put it on the cookie sheet. Okay, set that off to the side. Cookie sheet ready to go. I'm using my coffee bar that Mr. Rob made for me. This is a cement slab on top of some wood we had out in the garage. And he put it on wheels for me because I have all my coffee cups here. I kind of like coffee cups, so I keep collecting them. But they take up so much room on the countertop, so I was like, maybe we could build something. So we did, anyhow. So it's gonna go ahead, and you want to kind of, when you're scooping these, you want to kind of push it firmly into the scoop. And these will not squish out or flatten out like a chocolate chip cookie. So you can put them somewhat close together. I have my ice cream sitting out back there. I made some ice cream yesterday out of some coconut milk. So I have it sitting out over there so it can thaw a little bit. That way when our cookies are done, I can have some ice cream and a cookie. Oh, that sounds so good. Cannot wait. So have you guys been in the kitchen a lot lately, cooking? I love to cook. I can't even think of like what my favorite thing. I couldn't imagine if someone were to ask me, what's your favorite thing to cook? I couldn't imagine. We have one of those instant pot pressure or electric pressure cooker things. And the other night I made curry, chicken curry over roasted spaghetti squash. That was pretty good. I really enjoy, you know, doing recipes that I wouldn't normally do. Like growing up, I love you, Mom, but I really don't think you would have made chicken curry. Like I don't think you would have. All right. Oh, another thing I was gonna tell you too, if you think that your cookie batter is a little bit too runny, I guess you could say, you can always add more oats to where you think it looks good, but you don't want it too dry, you know, obviously, otherwise it'll fall apart. All right. Let's see if I can get all of these on one sheet. Maybe, just maybe. Nope, I'm gonna have to do a second batch. That's okay. That's good. It's gonna, okay, so this is gonna taste kind of like a banana bread-esque-ish cookie. So I think you really like it. All right, while I'm waiting for the oven to warm up, I'm gonna take a little break. So I'm gonna pause the video for just a second, but you don't have to go anywhere because this is all just gonna be streamlined. Okay, so as soon as the oven warms up to temperature, up to 350 degrees, I will start the video back up. We'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, so oven's ready. Okay, so this is the part that if you have oven privileges, you can go ahead and do it yourself, but otherwise ask an adult or someone to help you. All right, so they are going to go, there we are, in the oven on the middle rack there. And you want to set the timer for 12 minutes and check them at 12 minutes. So I'm gonna start my timer. Whoops. Here's 12 minutes. All right, so set the timer for 12 minutes and check back with them. They're going to be a little, they're going to be moist because it's bananas. They're squishy. They're supposed to be moist. Anyhow, set your timer for 12 minutes. Check them. If they are still super moist, like you just took them out of the bowl moist, set it for another 2 or 3 minutes and then take them out, because we're going to let them sit on the cookie sheet for a little bit once they come out the oven, just to firm up a little bit. So, all right, I'll see you back here when the cookies are done. All right, guys, so my buzzer's about to go off, alarm, beeper, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna grab the hot pad and a cooling rack. There it is. And I already checked them and they are ready to go. Of course, my dogs wanna come in the house now. Hold on, alarm turned off. That was my alarm on my phone as well to remind me to check the cookies. All right, so cookies are good. And again, oven glove, hot heating pad, whatever. And do not set your cookie sheet directly on the surfaces. Okay, we don't want to ruin Mom and Dad. You know, they worked really hard for this. Anyhow, so we're going to leave them on the cookie sheet for a minute. So go ahead and set your alarm for 5 minutes to let them cool down for a little bit before we take them off the cookie sheet. Okay, 5 minutes. See you back here. All right, did you see what I did there? I went and got Mom some roses. We just happened to have a rose bush out front of our house, and I just had the idea to go and get some fresh cut flowers. Now, don't go chopping up your mom's... Hold on. Hold that thought. 5 minutes is up. Don't go chopping up your mom's flowers unless you've asked permission from your dad, because, yeah, I'd feel pretty bad if you cut up Mom's prized possession and said, here you go. I don't think Mom would like me very much for that one. All right, anyhow, so I just had an old yogurt container from those fancy yogurts that I like to treat myself with every once in a while. All right, so Mother's Day morning, got your cookies fresh out of the oven. They cooled for 5 minutes. Hannah's yelling because someone's walking by our house. Heaven forbid someone walk on her street. All right, so let's see here. If Mom likes coffee or apple cider or tea, you can make her some of that too. Let's see, let's give Mom 4 cookies. 4 cookies seems like a good breakfast, huh? All right, so 4 cookies, some flowers, your bath bomb in a little paper sack, and your egg carton rose card. I think that's a pretty sweet Mother's Day. Remember, May 10th. Sunday, May 10th is Mother's Day, all right? So, well, there's only one thing left to do. I'm a mom, right? Yes, I'm a mom. I get to enjoy these. All right, let's take a taste. You guys. So good. Seriously. And if you don't like oatmeal, that's okay, because you can't even taste the oatmeal. All it tastes like is warm banana bread fresh out of the oven. It is so good. All right, so package up your bath bombs. Make sure you have your card filled out. Get that in a special place. So on Sunday, May 10th, you're all set to give Mom her stuff. Make her this beautiful breakfast. It's so easy. 2 bananas, 1 cup of quick oats, and 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Guys, that's all it is. 12 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. That's it. And Mom will be so pleased. She'll be so happy. And if she likes coffee or tea in the morning, or if your mom is anything like mine, my mom loves hot chocolate. That's her thing. Every morning, she gets herself a hot chocolate. Instead of coffee, she has hot chocolate in the morning. All right. So, I hope you guys enjoy these cookies as much as I do. And remember to thank your mom for everything she does, because we truly love you guys so much. We care about you, and everything that we do, whether it seems like it or not, we're doing it because we love you. And I know sometimes when you get in trouble and we have to discipline you, it may be kind of hard to understand, but we really do love you. We're doing it because we love you. All right, that's enough of that before Miss Shannon starts to cry. All right, so write me back. Tell me what you thought of the cookies. They're delicious. Give them a trial run before Mother's Day. That way you can test them out. Excuse me. And like I said, that way if you want to add some cinnamon, or if you want to do peanut butter and chocolate chips, or white chocolate chips with cranberries, whatever your brains can come up with. You guys and gals are so creative. I have so enjoyed getting to know you and your personalities over the semester, and I cannot wait to hug you. So anyhow, have fun with the recipe. Let me know what creations you come up with, or if you have some ideas that you want me to try, let me know. So send me a message. I'll try them and I'll get back to you. All right, love you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.